Hello guys, how you doing? This video is pretty much to raise awareness about the company for Lego Angels or Paradise, Fire Raider or any of that games. This is basically so you guys can have an awareness so you know what you're dealing in with the company and you can raise awareness. So if you guys can share videos like this or the videos that I have made about the incident or the company, it's great that you do that because I always keep saying to players that if you want to play the game, you can play the game. And if you want to spend money, you can. However, please note that certain things may happen in the future with this company because their history has been preceded them for years, since like 2014. So in this video, I'm going to explain things that you can actually do. Basically, go to Google and search about the company, search about gtarcade, search about their games. Go to Facebook, go to Google Play Store and look at the reviews. Go to Facebook, look at the reviews. Go to GT Arcade and type reviews of GT Arcade of the company, and you can actually get an idea of what you're dealing with, so that when you play the game, it won't hurt as much when certain thing happens. And the reason I'm saying this is because I went to Facebook and I started reading comments after comments after comment after comment. People are just so pissed, and at the same time, when I saw this, I saw someone who was freaking out, having an anxiety attack of spending like more than 8,000, and another person spending more than 12,000. I think I said, listen, I had an anxiety attack when I lost my computer about 18 years ago, when I used to play Warcraft, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get another computer on time, and I was gonna never see my friends again and stuff like that. And it was kind of like a bad setup for me. But I went through it, and now you have to go through it. So I said, try to find someone that you can hold on to for these couple of weeks, to face reality that the game is definitely shutting down. And yes, you are going to lose all your money because the compensation is ridiculous from one server to another server. You're not going to earn everything that you have on your main server. Such as me, I have like 470,000 diamonds, and I spent over $500 in that. Oh, well, close to $500 in that game. If I like 480 something, I think. So you can actually look it online and say something like, for example, can we report fraud by GTRK policy? That gives you a flag on it. You can go to, I think there's legacy of Discord, and it's a time to report GTRK to Google support team, and it's basically about certain things that it has been done that's kind of scammy. You can also look at petition on change.org about the company, and I'll read just a bit, or maybe I'll just read the whole thing just so you guys can see a clue on it. There goes my computer. Need a refund for money to spend on Lego Angels. Hi, I would like to report Lego Angels, game owned by GTRK. User Yoso Games Limited company of the serious scam. Now GTRK, I think they are located somewhere in China, but Yoso Game Limited is the company they get all their updates and stuff like that. And it's where it's China is the one that imported into the United States. And I think Yoso Gaming is the one from Japan, the main company. They run a very questionable policy. Even their TOS is questionable. Once the players start playing on their new server, they must pay real money in order to evolve in the game and buy item. But the problem is that the developers of this game have one of their employee playing the game with unlimited resources to push other to spend money. Now this has been caught before, and that was a while back, and it was on League of Angels, and it wasn't a fire rate or anything like that. It may have been, but this was actually caught on League of Angels in the days of Night Fable. Um, they were caught that they were actually having employees play their game and have false VIP, and then in the future those false VIP will quit and join a new server and try to push players to pay. So I'm pretty sure most of you are already knowledgeable with something like that. That you should be by now. But for the new people, this actually is a thing and it has happened before. And then let me see where another problem with Legal Angels game is that it's full of bug and cheaters. Even four moderators recognize that there are players who use the bug and cheat on their advantage. Look at what the moderator told us. Dear player, this player should have been banned from the beginning. He was caught cheating and abusing bug to his advantage quite a lot of time. even if we gave him a chance to not repeat, he did it constantly, so his account should be permanently banned now. Developer doesn't do anything against those cheaters, and more than that, they doesn't fix any bug. More bugs in the game equals more money on their pocket. Now, every time we've found a questionable player cheater, they will say those players are using unauthorized third-party bots, and they ban him for a few days, only to be released again to continue playing with this illegal third-party bot. Their support system never works. The only way to complain is through the forum, but even then we need to wait for days or weeks if anything will be done. There are plenty of issues in this game, and we believe they don't even care enough to fix it. Now, in Night Fable, this also has happened. This is when they were making more games such as Fire Raider, and they were split their staffs in order to try to accommodate for all three games that they had at that time, in which they did a horrible job doing that and made one of the mods administrators, sorry, made one of the administrator who was the best all the way to the worst. um, they only care about new ways to get more people to pay. They just add new features in game which never works or doesn't do whatever they must do, but they never fix the bug. This game becomes unplayable already. One year I spent 5,000 in this game, and I don't even have even 1% for what the top players have. It is hard for me to believe that those players spend 500,000 in this game, or even 50,000, and hard to believe. This is why I asked help trying to convince more players to quit from this game until it's not too late, and to stop new players from starting playing. And we must do something. At the end, I also tried to convince those developers to refund my money spent in this game. I don't enjoy this game anymore. Nobody can do that because of so many bugs and cheaters. Thank you. With all respect, Danny. And you can actually go down and see forum miners start banning players and deleting negative thread. This is Joseph support, reasoning for signing. I see that was one competitor spending player. I agree with everything that the petition has stated. There are cheater, bugs, employing unlimited resources. These problems are reported by many players, but staff rarely ever do anything about it. And you can actually read all about all the comments are below, such as scam and all that stuff. So this one with the bug being abused and stuff like that, and you can actually see stuff like that when I have a video which was called "Is Mage Realm Next to be taken out of the list?" Because I showed that Mage Realm was at the forum site and now is not on the forum site. So I think Mage Realm is the next game that they're just going to obsolete after a bunch of people have paid a lot of money in that game. But in here, when you read it, it shows of player of the developer throwing out exploits and bugs out there, more like on purpose, and players take advantage and don't get banned. And actually, I already proved that on this video. If you actually go to it, I already proved it by showing screenshots of certain things that was done on a server with VIP1, where you can get everything like worth of $500 without spending in an exploit that no one got banned. So I already proved that on this video. If you want to look at it, it's called "Is Mage Next More News?" Just go to, like, the video and search for it on my channel. You can go to gtarcade Trustpilot and look at the reviews. There's about 73 bad, and there's 20% good. You can actually read some of these. It says, well, the game is very good, but certain things happen. You get annoying players in there, horrible company, they tell you why. And they're speaking about legacy of Discord, terrible support, customer service. I have the game 5-star, but the customer service, rip off and scam, my server lost, blah blah, game development and support, thanks for the scam. And you can actually, when you're researching the company, you can see a good idea so that you know what you're getting into, and when it happens to you, you'll be pretty much prepared. I may have probably right now stopped playing the game because I know where everything is going to happen again, and I don't think I want to be stressed. I know what's coming, and it's coming sooner than I expected. So I'm like, I think I'm just gonna stick with the Zelda. I just bought like an amiibo card. I made a video about that. I bought amiibo set for like 18.99, and it should have cost me like $347. And I said to myself, I'm just gonna be having fun with this. Plus, I'm gonna get the expansion, and let's just keep going with this because I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. So you can say, sign, attention, sign the petition, please look below. And I think it is the same as petition as this one. And there's people, sign, 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 look. And this is the other one, which was the rip up report, which is right here. And you can actually type rip off gtarcade at Google, so you can actually see more about that. So there's people already signing, kick the GT Arcade games. You can go to GT Arcade scam alert, and it says this petition is due to the fact that this gaming company, GT Arcade, has made loads of money of 3 games, then left them abandoned. Those games still run, still collect money of players that know no better, and do not support the game in any way whatsoever. There is no real support system, and when they are about to stop supporting a game, they ignore any issue that is brought to their attention. The game is still a strike, and to be honest with you, I am quite surprised, because if I go maybe to like this, for where did that appear? That appeared right up here, and we can go at least we can look at their games. Paradise Part 2, coming soon, even more game. Wow. So for the browsers, even more game is coming soon. Spirit, Stellar, and Stellar is right here. Crimson Saga, which is on beta right now, and it will be coming soon uh, to play. So we already know that some of the other games are going way down, such as Paradise in the future is going to go way down. And I'll take a look more into this later, but right now this was Stellar. And we can go to the forum, I think, because we can't see everything here, unless we go here, maybe. Uh, they go Casual Game Center. Um, let's go to forum. And we can see Stellar is still here, and we can see more about what will be happening in the future. We don't see any more Maze Run, which was in one of my video. We don't see an Fable because it was taken out, and we see Fire Raider because it already has been announced that it was being taken out. And now we have heard more about Stellar, and we're gonna go right here and read the rest. It says here that games like Stellar, Night Fable, and last but not least, Mage Realm had a player base in the thousand, with some even paying up to 300 a week. It is a pattern they have been doing obviously over and over, and in the meantime they keep making new games to start the same process over, and anyone can look at their Facebook page to see how their reputation has become. And let's see where this part is. We, the undersigner, would like to operate on Facebook to remove all pages in affiliation with GT Arcade. They are using this social outlet to pursue the racketeering. As stated above, 3 games they have left running with no support whatsoever, resulting in people paying for something that is no longer in service. Thousands have lost real money they have paid into game over a period of time with no warning or explanation. Support just vanishes. The issue goes on with what they call recharges, and nothing is done to fix it. Therefore, we would like to see GTRK held accountable and removed from Facebook, so they can be kept, so they can keep spilling, can't keep spilling, stealing from your loyal Facebook member. So you can see more. Like, this gives you a warning sign of the game. So they already left 3 games onto diet, and now yeah, you already. This is where the video is being made for the awareness, because of what they have done with Fire Raider, which they, if I go, for example, if I go here, no, I need that. Uh, there's, okay, this is right here, it's legal language scam. Let's go for the legal operation. This is the reason why the video is being made, is because many people are going crazy over the legal Angel Fire Raider operation terminated announcement and the horrible compensation that they try to give. And Here's something that you need to understand. You think that the compensation is out of their goodwill or that they're sorry. I am sorry, but if you really think that, you gotta be fucking stupid. Automatically. My intention, which if I make a game like this and I'm gonna rip you off, the first thing is I don't want to lose you completely. I want to kind of make you spend more on my other games and maybe hook you into those other games so that you spend more so I can repeat this process. I already did it before with Night Faithful and I know it has been successful, so I'm gonna do it to you with Fire Raider. And the first thing is, I'm gonna make it, a little bit like 1,000 for this for a couple like 8 weeks. So that'll be like 8,000. Um, which you can just, to be honest with you, you can literally just you can paid uh $5, and in that month you'll get 3,000 from the gold membership. So it's not really such a big deal. And this one right here as well. And when you are there and you find out, you get some free VIP and stuff like that, you then start spending again. VIP 5, VIP 6, VIP 7, VIP 8, VIP 9, and you start spending for all the new heroes. 300, $99, $250, $350, $450. And these are all things that I do have on my phone with their pricing of all their new heroes, like such as the mythic, like like what is her name? Well, I know Wind Dancer and Victoria, but there's a new one that I forgot is a guardian with the angels and the wings. Um, and then you start spending again, and then I got you in spending more money. And now I don't lose you. I don't lose that income. I don't lose either that whale or that potential spender. So I'm still making money off you, even though I did bullshit on you by closing out the game that you already spent $1,000. And I'm not transferring all your VIP and all that money that you have in your diamonds in your game. I'm pretty much just giving you a small compensation so that you can spend more. So, if I in tactic, this is quite ingenious. Try to keep all the players from one game that died to another game so you can spend more and not lose all your money. So let's go from right here. We have one right here for easy gtarcade. And they tell you like gtarcade review where check the gtarcade.com reputation had lots of sites, including site Rezer and my wont. We found that the gtarcade content is not safe for kids and looks fraudulent. We would like to describe it as a suspicious. Sorry, I'm kind of getting burps. So you can kind of see like poor a sign for that, but we can actually read a little bit more lower. And this person says that Jujutsu is the best place in the League of Angel 2. And to be honest with you, that is where you have to be very careful. Because if that is true, then you can read all about GT Arcade and see the majority. That's the small fragment of the picture. You can see the whole picture when you do a bunch of researches here. This game company provided a variety of MMO games which are designed with the intent of getting as much money as possible out of the player. Most event inside these games involve game of chance to obtain virtual item power up of the game character. Sadly, the game themselves are plagued with major issues and bug. Support of these games is sadly lacking. They are frequently penalize player customer for their own mistakes and have gone so far to have players spend gems to obtain compensation over things like server downtime. They post lists of bugs fixed. However, these same bugs which were supposed to be fixed keep reoccurring in the game. At a time, they unfairly remove virtual game items which player customer has spent time and money to obtain. The customer experience along with the gaming experience is completely nightmare. The virtual landmine bugs issue which explode on the people on a daily basis. The game are low grade beta release. Paying player customers are really forking over money to play video games which never are past low grade beta quality. Expect to spend well over $1,500 to $2,000 in sort of period of time to build up a reasonable powerful character. A lot of the casino style events within these game play games with a player's perception of the true value of the virtual game item, what costs $300 to obtain in one event will cost 40 in another event within the next couple of weeks to obtain. This makes somebody believe that they are getting a really good deal, at least at the time. They also try to bait people into making a serious small payment of recharge. Most people are hesitant about purchasing $100 or $300 game recharge, so they try to lure people to make serious small recharges using various reward. At times, these reward tied to the current game of change event in progress, so it's very easy to somebody to not think about making serious small purchase such as $5, $10, $20 or more. These all add up very quickly, even more so when the player is deeply consumed in the games of chance event and working towards the grand prize as such. And there are other events in there, and I have, for example, this one, which technically this is actually a scam, a false advertisement, but they do have stuff like $1 and $2, and then what happens is the recharge is actually $1.99. And for example, they say it's $1.99, but you have to recharge $2. Technically, you need to do $1.99 plus $1.99, which is technically $4 or $5 overall to try to get this. And I don't even know, it says zero out of two, so it would have been two times. But however, this is just a small example because actually this right here is actually a little scam for promotion, which I'll be talking about in the future right after I get along with some of these stuff in here. So basically, they do this little tricks to try to make you spend just a bit more, but it adds all the way up. It's very tactical for them, and most people will call it like very dishonest because if I put it for $1.99 and it's $2, you have to do it twice. If I put it for three something, then like $3.99, then you can pay for like maybe $3 for $1.99 for $3, but you still need to pay that $1.99 for again, and so you can pass the $3.99 mark. Look, we read that part, right? Yes, we did, and we also read this part right here. So these games are heavy on gambling games for chance atmospheres. Instead of gambling with your money directly, you purchase gem or diamond. These are what people use to play these casino style game. However, they do a small trinket rewards. So somebody tends to get something in return. And I'm really sorry about my rating. I'm not really that great. I'm taking the time to make this long posting to help warn other people to stay away from these games and this company. There are many people paying players which end up getting angry, frustrated, and leaving the game. This company is based out of Hong Kong uh, or China, and its illegal action against them is damn near impossible to practically difficult to take, at least to the best of my understanding. Customer support is far from professional. The quality of the software development is far from professional. The one with which ironically meets the standard of professionalism are graphics. Everything from there out on out is lacking in many ways and on many levels. And this is actually true since they are very far away from jurisdiction in here, and I don't think things like FBI, FBI, OCIH, fraudulent, or FDA, anything like that won't work so much on the companies that are very far away, and it gets really hard to put them in a legal standard so that they could be held accountable for their own actions. But most of the time the TOS tries to protect them from all this bullshit. So if you don't know about the TOS, you might want to read that. So we can actually go here for the ripoff, which again, you can go to ripoff report gtarcade for Google, and you can actually read about this, which has been said over about, paying players are invested thousands very easily beaten by players who found an exploit and newly introduced bug. And if you go to Paradise right now, there is a new announcement for Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and they have not yet gone into the game and fix the exploit, which was already reported by other players. I also reported it, and then look, if we look at any of the reviews in here and we go for probably the highest, I'm sure it's going to be the one with the most exploit. Let me see if I can find it. Player hanging on, 122 views for this beautiful exploit, mineral chest. And if you actually go and click on it, you can go into, so basically you'll get the one that you have right now, which for me is the gold, and then the one right here. There it is. See if I got it after I hit it. And they use alts in these games, just so they can keep abusing that kind of exploit. See? And I have, I might be able to show a screenshot, but I have confirmation that they will be looking into this and might be punishable players for doing this. But most likely they're looking into this to fix it. And that's what I want. I want them to fix this before this keeps going, because I'm not exploiting. But after showing this, I said to myself, I gotta quit this game because they're not even fixing the bug yet. And the patch for new bugs had been fixed, but not this exploit. So it shows more that they're not fixing things on time, and it shows more about what you have read in here, um, specifically this one, which says the gtarcade have recently started introducing free features and bugs with largely devalue an investment by competitive players, and largely supported moderators are caught using these bugs and exploits and remain in position of power, get a minor few day ban and nothing else. So I have shown that one of the fire rater for a other server, which wasn't my main server, which another player says wanted to get me banned, but you can't, because this is just proving the video and that they have put these certain exploits for everyone to do, but they have not fixed it on time. So I have proved that in the video, which was called it's Major Realm is next and more news, and you can actually look into it. So it has been proven correct. It's not false. Is very accurate, and that gives you a warning about the company. We can go to let me see. We were here, fake advertising, and here's something we're going to talk about. Pretty sure a certain amount of people reported Facebook that you're a scamming hoax app. You will get serious unwelcome restriction. Does it say 1K giveaway? Yes. Does it say free 1K? Yes. It is so hell no, scam. So here's to say free 1K, come back now. Let me show you a false promotion of false scamming promotion. In the game, there was people who says the reward for the new angel, all you have to do is spend about 9,000 diamonds in Fire Raider, and you have to, I can't search for that. That's way too far, but you can, if you get the time, you can actually do that. So you spend a bunch of diamonds in the wheels, and when it gets to that point of 9,000, you're going to be able to get this new angel, this new feature angel, to be able to fight with her in the game and be very, very powerful, because it was a very powerful angel. The problem is that when people got to 9K, the angel was retracted from the event, and then the dev has only like maybe 5 hours, 6 hours before the event is over, and you don't get the angel. So this has happened. They put the angel back the next day, but 9,000 has been missing from everyone who spent just to get that angel, and now they have never gave a compensation. They fixed the issue by the next day, but they never gave the diamonds back. They're saying because it has already been spent that we cannot give it back, because we cannot take the item back. But that's not the player's fault, the consumer's fault. That's your fault, which shows more around here of what I've said, what has been said about them taking certain things back, certain items, certain features back, after player has spent, and they have not received those items, and they have not been getting compensation for the item. And the reason to show you this is what's the next screenshot, which was this one, was shown, and look, you can see that 224 recurring recharge can claim every time recharge reaches $1. So you spend $1, which is technically $1.99, not $1, because there's nothing here that you can spend for $1 when you reach when you recharge. It's $1.99, and then $5, I mean $4.99. But here it is. A recurring recharge can claim every time a recharge for $1. You do that, you get all this. Very suspicious. I looked at this. I didn't do it. It was very, very suspicious. I'm talking like Trump. Recurring recharge can claim every time recharge reaches $2. And $2 for this is kind of like a little bit too suspicious. So then you look at the next day, because these are not working, by the way. They're not working. And how do I know? You'll see it in a minute. The next day, they change the color, the angel, and they take it away from here, and it says single recharge is $99.99, a total one time to reclaim the reward, and single recharge 99.99 total two times to reclaim the reward. So not only here they don't tell you the claim every, it says claim every time it reaches $2, but doesn't tell you claim two times. And there's a total already recharge of $99 in total today. There's a one below it too, and that's a different kind of reward. But what they did is they fixed the how it looks like, and they took the last reward out, and instead to say 99. Now here's the thing: when you go to Facebook, boom, I load the $5 and then I receive reward. Bam, bam, bam. All these the same one. You can keep scrolling down and see that people did spend money on this. And probably even those who spent money on $99. So other people obviously did it for $2, $5, and you know what makes me laugh is that there haven't been any compensation. You've just been scammed. There haven't been so far. There haven't been any compensation, any address to that issue, and this is what people are calling false and or should I say false or fake advertisement, just like it was shown in here. They have done this before in Fire Raider, and they have done this for in other games. You have fall for it, and basically it's now it's going to be your fault, because if you try to charge back for this after you got proof, I can, if I spend $99, I can charge back, and they will definitely give me back my money. Google definitely will give me back my money. But if I do that, you then get banned for charging back, which is also in the TOS. In case if you try to charge back, instead of contacting them, which you can contact them and they won't do anything. If you charge back, you can get banned and lose everything that you have earned, everything that you have spent in the game, and you probably won't be able to get charged back of things that have done in the past, because too many days have already passed. So they already got you trapped in there. Wow, it's pretty longer than I expected. If you are going to play their games, their new games, such as Crimson Saga, which is going to come in the future, more of their newer games, and if you're going to play Paradise, if you're going to play any of their games from gtarcade, please be advisable of their tactic. It has been shown in the past. You can research this. You can go to every Facebook, Google Play Store forum, even some of the forum, even though that some of the forum has been obsoleted, some of the posts and thread has been obsoleted, so you can't actually search. You can still look at majority of the post and have a good idea of what you're getting yourself into. If this is what you like, if this is the type of service you like, and if this is the type of treatment you like, then go right for it. I have no problem with that. However, if this is not the treatment you like and you're going for it, and then in the end you get so pissed, then that's on you. And I already made before a if I go to my main channel, I have made a couple of these, and I made the one for LA Fire Raider down. I have made I'm sorry, it is your fault. Well, I mean, you can read that about it. I am sorry that the title is going to piss you off, but technically it is your fault. You do not enter a product without knowing what you're getting yourself into, and this is why we put these type of YouTube channel. And on my main channel, I have put this very places. I don't know if they have been taken down, but I put it in very places about gtarcade. So when you actually play their game, you know what you're getting yourself into, and you won't be pissed. But that's pretty much it's gonna be for the video. I'm just gonna upload this to my phone and then upload it to because it's very slow in here to upload it. Upload it to my phone, upload it to YouTube, and try to get this out for everybody to know. Please be advised that if you are going to play the game, you're going to go crazy with the stress.